What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, is it gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back, and happy Saturdays. So today, before we get started in the showcase, I did want to pose a question to those of you that watch the showcases. Would you be interested in me branching out and doing weekend showcases of weapons and armor as well? Because the more and more I look for homes, the more and more I realize I'm slowly but surely running out of homes to showcase, and I would hate to just stop cold turkey with the showcases. So let me know if you guys would want to start seeing weapons and armors and stuff like that, and perhaps I can put together a few showcases like that over the weekend. But without further ado, let's get into today's home showcase, the RIFTEN farmhouse. Now this home surprised me. It shocked me, it bamboozled me, hell, whatever you want to call it. It made me happy. It made me very, very happy. And for some reason, I found it to be one of the nicest little starter homes that you could ever find for free in Skyrim. It's very, very nice. So we're down here next to RIFTEN. We're right here, actually, right at the RIFTEN Shack. Do keep in mind that it's called the RIFTEN Farmhouse on Bethesda.net and the RIFTEN Shack in-game. But it does indeed pop up on your map right down here next to RIFTEN. We're right next to the Heartwood Mill, Falder's Tooth, and Angervund. But then we've also got RIFTEN down here with the Mistvale Keep and everything like that. But let's go ahead and get into this home, shall we? So we're right here on the water. You know, we've got this nice little pond area over the bridge. Now, I want to go ahead and say that this mod, the mod author specified that it's their first mod that they've done, and I'm delightfully surprised at how good this is for your first mod. So congratulations to you for making a great mod. Another disclaimer, my grass mod is going absolutely freaking nuts, so all of this grass might not be here when you come in. It depends on the grass mod that you're using. But over here, we have this lovely little crafting area, which I'm pretty sure is going to glow at nighttime. Let's see, that was noon. Good one, you idiot. Midnight, yes, look at it. Look at how pretty that is. You can be out smithing and crafting under the stars. That's just pretty neat. Oh, wait. Let's go back to noon. Perfect. And now the clouds are there, and perfect. So here, we do indeed have our working tanning rack. We have our workbench. We have a little bit of grass trying to come into the home, but, you know, it's whatever. We have our grindstone. We have pelts and ingot storage right there, and another barrel just in case you want to store some ores and stuff like that. Couple loose ores right there. Great to have that stuff there. And then we've also got ourselves the blacksmith forge. There is a smithy or a smeltery right there, and then you have yourself a wood chopping block that comes. No, it does not come with a woodcutter's axe. I saw that sitting there on my initial walkthrough. I was like, oh good, it comes with a wood chopping axe, but it doesn't. But you can always find one in Whiterun. They're pretty easy to come by. But overall, it's just a really cool area out here. It blends in super nicely into the forest, and it's just situated so nicely in the forest that I think that's what's got me going. You know, because I was actually talking to my girlfriend before this, and I said, I don't know why, but I fell in love with this house, and I think it's because of the location. It's nestled so nicely here in the woods, and especially if you've got a couple tree mods going, it might conflict every now and again and put a tree like straight through the middle of your house. I've had that happen before, but even still, it's just nice having it out here in the woods. Now this kind of looks like a pathway to hell or something like that. You just crawl through there and you plop out into the dark dimension or something, but I assume it's just there for show. Little barrel right here. Nice little retaining wall fence around your property. Keep all those pesky wolves and skeevers out. But I think we should probably go ahead and take a look at what the inside of the house has to offer, shall we? And here we are, inside of the RIFTEN Shack. Now, when I first came in here with my initial walkthrough, I was like, this is really, really nice. It's super warm, it's welcoming, there's enough lighting in here, but I noticed something. It looks like it has kind of like a white filter over it. Like almost if you take the brightness setting on Photoshop and yank it to the right, you get that super brightness to it. I don't know if that's because of the filters that I'm using with Obsidian Withers. I believe it reduced it a little bit just now, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if that's intended or if it's just something that's going on with my mods, but you can see that a couple of the filters that I can use brightens it up, but it also makes it whiter, so I'm not exactly sure. Either that or it's something that I'm seeing and you guys are not. So let me know if you see the whiteness across the screen down there in the comments section. But let's break this down in typical Ryantium fashion, shall we? So let's start right to the left, shall we? When you first walk in, you've got this lovely little corner over here dedicated to alchemy and enchanting for the enchanters and alchemists of Skyrim. I always call out the bookworms, but I always forget about those who love to just combine all sorts of ingredients together. So we have a couple little things over here. We've got a nice little spot to store your alchemical ingredients. We've got ourselves the alchemy lab. and an apothecary's satchel. And then over here we've got potion storage. You could probably store your poisons there too. And then you've got soul gem storage and an arcane enchanter. And then, as I was referencing people, the bookworms of Skyrim. For the bookworms of Skyrim, we have the bookshelf, which is always nice. And a nice, simple, single bed. This is probably not going to be the home that you're going to bring your wife or your husband or your kids, you know, your 18 kids that you adopt from Honor All Orphanage in Riften. But it's probably more so just for the singular person in Skyrim, which is nice. Solitary is fine. And then we've also got ourselves a nice little cooking pot over here. Nice big hearth, and the beautiful music playing in the background. I always love it when homes include the music from the outside and in the game, like inside of the house, because sometimes you walk through a modded home and it's just dead silent. Like you could hear a pin drop 2 floors up. But let's see, we've also got, looks like some food storage over here. Maybe? Aha, yes, so you can store beverages over here. And yes, indeed, I do indeed see the trapdoor, so nobody type down in the comments, so you missed a trapdoor. I see it. And then here at the front door, I forgot to say that we do indeed have a weapon storage right here. And, okay, it is one of those. That's not supposed to be able to happen. That's a little bit strange. So you can indeed store your weapons in that, but I don't know if I'd trust that because of that purpose alone. Nice little key storage over here. It's actually not a key storage, it's just for show. But even still kind of cool to have. And then a nice little dinner table set for 3 butts. And the Ogma Infinium is sitting there for some reason, not sure. But that's okay. So, that's everything on this level. Let's see what else... Oh, I forgot. There's a weapon plaque right there. I didn't even see that. That's perfect. Probably because I was moving too quickly. But let's go ahead and continue down into the cellar, shall we? And here we are, inside of the cellar. Now, as you come down here, it is a little bit dungeon-esque. But it is kind of a neat little area down here, especially because off to your left, you've got this wonderful little alchemy nook right here with kind of an underground, what do you want to call it? It's not a greenhouse, it's just kind of a growing area where you have an assortment of ingredients in here. And, you know, my girlfriend, she's a big alchemy user, so this is right up her alley. And it's just kind of cool to have all this stuff in here. And it just looks kind of nice through here. Another alchemy lab just in case you want to use one down here. Got some assorted ingredients and stuff like that. And then over here, we do indeed have a couple things going on. We've got some weapon storage right there in the shape of 5 weapon racks, which is always cool to see. We've got ourselves a nice little table down here. Kind of looks like a hit list. You just write a name and someone gets crossed off when they're killed or something like that. But we have the jagged crown there for some reason. That's kind of cool. And then a big-ass chest to store all of the stuff that you don't want anybody to find. And then over here we have our shrine to RK, which is pretty nice to see. And the bust of the Grey Fox, if I'm not mistaken. And the Nightingale flag, that's kind of cool. And then last but not least, we do indeed have a nice little secret area over here to store all your valuables. And it's really kind of cool if you look closely, all the stuff that's inside of there. We've got like the Dwarven Runed Lexicon or whatever that is. We've got an Elder Scroll, the Dragonstone, is it the Dragonstone tablet, I think? We've got the stones, the Crown of Baron Zaya, the Jagged Crown's in there too. It seems my frame rate has dropped a little bit when I look directly at it, so maybe don't do that. It's like looking directly into the sun. Probably shouldn't do it. Got the Mask of Clavicus Vial right there. But overall, just kind of a nice little spot to store some of your valuables and stuff that, you know, maybe you get after a quest is done, and you don't have any specific place to put it. Kind of a neat little area. But let me know, guys, down there in the comment section, because I do believe that this is everything that the home has to offer. Let me know, would you use it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Would you use this home? Because I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, if I was going for a vanilla with sprinkles playthrough and I wanted a home to use, I would use this one, because it's a small home, it's humble beginnings, it's free, there's a ton of functionality to it, not to mention location, location, location. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's mod showcase, and I will see you in the next video.